Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Rect League. It's a Monday night. It's 8 p.m. You just got off work, but you really didn't because everyone's inside. But you got off, whatever work you're doing from home. And now it's time to kick back and relax. I'm your host tonight, Isickly. This is my first production in 2 seasons or so, and I'm joined tonight by none other than Gulen.
Yo, what's up, guys? Back again for another Ocean game.
Heck yeah. Gulen, we were just talking about how he is the Ocean, well, I don't know about Superfan, but at least Super Caster. He has casted all the games for Ocean so far.
Except last week.
Except last week. All right, my bad.
Every game I have cast has had Ocean in it, I believe. Which has been 3, I believe, so far.
All right, so we do have one emergency substitution coming out from Team Raptors here. So Alferez's power went out, and so Charismatic 97 is subbing in at the 80 carry role. But other than that, let's take a look here at the player photos and look at the matchups. Alrighty, in the top lane for Team Ocean, we got Rubber Bandman, Vash the Stampede, TL Phoenix in the mid lane, Jmu, AD carry, CLG Worthy Dust as the support. This is nothing new. This is the traditional roster, and it is a strong one. And want to run us through the other side.
Yeah, so coming up for Raptors, we got Ling in the top lane with Shinhwa in the jungle. Pogs coming to the mid lane today from his normal support role. Charismatic, Vulcan AD carry with Mr. Neat coming in clutch in that support role.
Heck yeah. It's, we're going to have to see how this shakes out. This is a roster adjustment for Raptors, and then also one emergency substitute against the tried and true roster here at Ocean. Raptors are still looking to pick up their first win of the season, and I think the teams are ready, so we can probably hop right into it.
Got it ready from Raptors. Just waiting on Ocean. Yeah, I will say Ocean is coming to this game with the record advantage, but Raptors is coming in with the clan tag sync advantage. They've got 4 out of 5 matching clan tags, whereas Ocean, they're just all over the place.
Yeah,
they're looking like a mess.
They're in the hyper. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I think I know Ocean's top laner was AFK for a second, but
yeah, they might just be waiting
DM
on
my boy Jmu here and see if we can't get this show on the road.
Glad to see that someone else in the Rec League is bronze 2 this season. Thank you, Mr. Neat. I am as well. It happens to the best of us.
Timeout.
Timeout from... Oh, wait, don't do that. Shit.
All right. Hogs.
Well, Jaden is showing some signs of life. I guess they're not all AFK.
All right, Ocean did DM me and say they were ready, so...
Okay.
Here we go. We're into the draft, folks. Oh, except this means I have to have the scene for the draft prepared. Ooh, I don't like the way that looks. Okay, I need to adjust.
Well, while you get that, we're going to be starting off with a Thresh fan coming from Team Raptor. Taking that away from CLG Worthy Dust. Rubber Band Man's thinking either he's thinking very hard or he is not there. Looks alright. He's gonna bring the Diana band, proving that he is not AFK. Nice and Nico band coming out against Steel Phoenix. I think he's shown that off before to be pretty strong.
I figured it out. Alright, that looks way better. Okay, here we go. Now you can actually see the bands. Boom. Yeah, yep. The Nico being banned out against Steel Phoenix. And last week they played it as Jmu AD carry on Nico with like a... It was AP Nico, but it was still an AD carry role. So potential flex pick for Ocean. That seems pretty good.
And another support ban coming out against CLG Worthy Dust. Looks like that they're focusing on that bot lane potentially, even with that Nico being targeted down there as well. It's interesting. I wonder, Raptor has swapped around the roles so much for these matches that I wonder if Ocean kind of doesn't know exactly what to ban.
Yeah, it's always hard when your opponent has like role swaps going on to know exactly what to actually ban. For instance, like we played against Sentinels today, or yesterday, and they had like less data because their top and jungler had swapped, so there's just like less data about what to actually ban against them. So yeah, that definitely is an issue that goes through the team's minds for sure.
Yeah, but despite that, there's still two mid lane bans against Pogs, who is not normally the mid laner for Raptors.
Yep, and a Blitzcrank pickup for CLG Worthy Dust. He's a hook player. He likes that kind of play style, and it's gonna go well for him, I believe.
Yeah, we usually see champions like Pyke and Thresh and Nautilus bend against him, so he picks up one of the ones that made it through.
Galio.
Speaking of Nautilus,
yeah, Nautilus as well, probably going over to Mr. Neat. And Pox looking at that Silas, I know he has, I don't know if he's played it in the Rec League before, but I remember seeing his match history maybe a couple times with him on a bunch of games of that, so I expect that's going there, but who really knows? It's probably a pretty safe pick into the Galio.
Yeah, that should be fair. I mean, the ult isn't going to be particularly helpful in a one-on-one situation, but yeah, I guess the kill pressure is not also really there from just Galio.
It does sort of allow you to follow, because it's almost like a Zed thing, right? Where like the Galio ults in, but if you also have Galio ult and ults into the guy that got knocked out, you'll knock up the Galio, you know? So
yeah, that is true. Yeah, in fact, I don't think I've actually ever seen a Silas take Galio ult and then have the double slam. Right. It sounds awesome. I really hope we see that this game.
Yeah, it's a lot of theatrics for sure.
Trundle, a classic Vash the Stampede jungler coming out. He is an absolute monster with Trundle, especially in the early game. I expect to see him making really, really early ganks and burning flashes and getting kills.
So it's true, but it's also a character that doesn't... So far they picked 3 characters that can't get over the Jarvan wall. So something to think about there.
Yep.
At the
if they win game before level 6, then it won't matter.
Yeah, at the beginning of a team fight, you can kind of just like hit R on the Trundle and then EQ to carry from there. Like it could be a potentially good Jarvan game here. Just keep them locked in there and then go do other things.
Ezreal ban coming out against Charismatic, most likely. Another AD carry ban from Infernal, matching against that. Tristana.
And the Mord being taken away from Rubber Band Man. He is one of those Mord set kind of top lane players, so it's a good pick.
They're thinking about this one. Probably gonna whip out the Callista.
Ooh, the Jmu Callista with a Blitzcrank. It's like the super pull. They're trying to pull it off. The you Blitzcrank pull and then Callista ult the Blitzcrank so the pull goes even further. It's like it's fucking ridiculous. If you can pull that off, it's so fun.
I mean, even Blitzcrank aside, she has 3 juicy targets to slap into the enemy team right now. Yeah, like a Trundle, Galio, Blitzcrank. All 3 of these are gonna cause havoc.
Yep, definitely true for sure.
But I imagine she'll probably be matching with Blitzcrank. Nice safe Shen coming out for
Liang.
Infernal.
It is definitely his best character up there in the top lane. He's played it. I don't know if he's ever actually gotten it in the Rec League, but it is for sure on his match history and in his profile for ranked. see what this last pick is for Ocean. I'm kind of interested. It's going to be a top laner, and yeah, it's just going to go right back to this Urgot. It was so strong against Air Drake last week. It's a very good pick for Rubber Bandman.
Yeah, I mean, if you want that kill pressure, someone who can try to keep Shen occupied, who can easily interrupt his ult if they catch him.
Yeah, he did take Ignite. It was weird. He took Ignite in both games against us, which really made their global presence a lot less. So we're going to have to see how that goes. How they, if they adjust here at all. Did you
I mean, it's actually, from these team comps, it's hard to really give either team a significant edge. I think they both have some potential here.
Yeah, so the issue here is this this Ocean team is just the big tanky boy squad and a hard to hit Callisto. So it's like, it's going to be really hard to punch through this front line. But a thing of note here, the set did get banned. Or did not get banned, and also did not get picked up by Vash. He's also been loving that shit. Just flying around the map on it.
Yeah, I think he just really feels comfortable on that Trundle. And I mean, again, I think every game I've seen him play Trundle, he dominates.
Yeah.
Especially the early game.
Right.
I think, again, it's especially in the Rec League, like being able to get those early leads can be so significant. Just like putting the other team's mental behind and just trying to snowball lanes is a really good way to victory. But I mean, honestly, none of these lanes are free. I think like Sivir Nautilus has got a lot of potential to do well. Sivir great into Blitzcrank. It's not too hard to be spell shielding those hooks.
Yep.
And Nautilus is a big beefy boy to get in the middle if she does.
Yeah, no like great hook targets here either. And the Silas damage is just gonna, I mean, it's gonna be higher than the Galio. It depends how Galio builds, but the Urgot damage is gonna be off the charts compared to the Shen damage, and so will the Trundle over the Jarvan. So I think I really do like this Ocean composition better a little bit, but I'm excited to see Silas with Blitzcrank ult is incredible. It just fucking one hits everything. So I think, I don't know. It just, there's a lot of potential here. Even the Trundle ult to make the Silas pretty tanky. Like you Trundle ult the Urgot or even the Trundle. Maybe I don't know how that works. If Trundle's ulting someone, can you Trundle ult them to steal the stats that he stole, or does you?
I feel like you could.
Or
that makes sense to me.
I just don't know if you only get to steal the stats that like he has from his items. How that like bonus works. I don't know.
Yeah. I'd have to imagine that it steals the current stats at the moment the ability is cast. So I think if Trundle ults somebody, gets big stats, and then gets ulted by a Trundle ult, I imagine that second one is going to be more powerful.
Yeah, but probably not if if Trundle ults someone and doesn't steal all the stats, right? Because it ramps up over time.
Yeah.
And then if the Silas ults immediately, then it probably won't. I mean, it'll still be good because Trundle generally builds tanky, but it won't be like ridiculous, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think like you said, the Blitzcrank ult is probably going to be
the best,
the priority.
Yeah. Right. The Urgot ult is okay, but like it doesn't really do much. It's just kind of an Urgot ult, right?
Yeah.
Like, which is still a strong ultimate, but it doesn't have like extra scaling. I don't think it executes any higher or anything like that. Maybe it does. I don't actually know.
I'd be surprised. I don't think there's any scaling with the percentage execute, is there?
I think there is. I think it's an 80 scaling, which, Silas does convert well, but I just don't know. I just don't know if it actually will, like, in practice matter that much. Like, how much more it'll give, I don't know. And
I mean, Silas has a lot of flexibility with the ults, but not any, like, big game-changing team fight ults apart from maybe Blitzcrank. And again, Galio, like, situationally.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to just, like, the way that Silas plays, it, like, mixing in a Galio ult into that pattern is kind of odd. Whereas the Blitzcrank ult is kind of perfect, like you said.
Okay, no, you're right. The Galio, or the Urgot initial damage has physical damage on him. On it, but
not the execute.
The execute does not. It's always just 25%.
That makes sense. I think that's just for consistency, so you can play around it more easily. It'd be weird if you were like, if you didn't know exactly what health you get executed at, it'd be harder to play around.
Right. Yeah.
Got teleport and electrocute coming out for Galio in the mid lane. Is that common? Does electrocute common on Galleon?
It's gonna do a lot of damage, especially if he goes full
Yeah.
AP. So
Yeah.
could work for sure.
He is taking teleport on Urgot, where Bandman is. So
Okay. Yep.
maybe learning a little bit for trying to get that
Well,
global pressure,
yeah,
especially against the Shen.
Right, especially against the Shen. I think that was probably his thought process. Was like, he probably has enough kill pressure on Shen without it, and the TP is just going to be super useful.
Yeah. Well, I've not seen Lancer Paragon Blitzcrank. That looks sick.
It's a really cool skin, for
Is that
sure.
new?
It came out I think a year ago, maybe two.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever seen it in a game. That looks sweet. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
it's a good skin. There's I came out with a. I think it came out with like a yin yang skin too. Like there's a black version of it or something like that as well.
That's cool.
I don't really remember. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, champ. No. In game 1. Is that the right? Yeah, Raptors or blue side. Okay, cool.
Bit of a lack of skins here for Team Inferno. That's fine. Interesting. I think Liang didn't have mastery on Shen. If I saw that correctly.
Okay. I know he just like doesn't play the game as much as a lot of players in the Rec League,
Yeah,
so
maybe
it could just be a case of that. You're still loading in, yeah, or like you've loaded, but like the game's lagging, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm at the all fog of war screen.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Same. All right. Here we go.
2 black spears.
Yep.
Silas has to probably pick his target early on, or does he just?
You know, someone
Imagine
told
he
me that you can buy it again and change it, but I've never ever see someone do that, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's certainly not using it now. I think they just want to get right into position as fast as they can.
Yeah. Although
In fact, Callista didn't even bind her target yet.
Yeah. So Callista, we'll have to see what JMO chooses to do, but Callista right now, you don't actually take the W until level 13, so the only time you'll actually need your spear to be attached to anyone is for your ultimate at, level 6. Or, is that right? Might be 12. I don't know, whatever level is like you just max Q and E at the same time, you just don't put anything into W. Oh, he threw the spear down onto the Jarvan in the bush.
I mean, I guess that seems odd to me. 10% current health damage in a fight seems pretty decent, just to get 1 rank in it.
Yeah, I think it's just because of how well the other 2 things scale really well. Like they both do a lot of damage, the Q and the E.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose especially if you have a melee support, it's trickier.
Yeah.
Oh, they are going to be binding. Might as well.
Yep, might as well. I like how both teams use the black spear in the middle of the jungle. Like, it was
no
pretty
dangerous spot.
They had some like good vision out. Like there was, likely no one was invading, but it could have happened.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta make sure that in-game sounds are here. I'm not sure they are. Shucks. Okay, I'm gonna shoot. I can't. Oh, I gotta go to windowed mode so I can hold tab without the game pausing. That's what I gotta do.
It looks like pretty normal starts for both teams here.
Oh,
Hog's playing really aggressively in the mid lane, taking advantage of that Silas passive to just win trades. Although he's fighting in minions, so maybe I don't know if he's winning them exactly.
all right. Get that fit the screen better. And now, I have one other thing I needed to do. Shucks. Oh yeah, the audio, the game audio. I need to add game audio, which was this screen.
Oh, that was a sick Shen skin. Both teams bringing the skin game. Got some cool ones at least. So Vash is looking at bottom for a level 3 gank, but honestly, Infernal's not very pushed out. I think unless Blitzcrank can get a nice hook here, they don't have much of a hope of getting a kill. Blitz is looking for it. He positions really aggressively. He's baiting a bit. Mr. Neat actually hooks a minion on his way out.
Yeah.
He has to flash over the pillar.
It almost looked like he hooked that pillar, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, maybe he hit the pillar. There were minions in front of him though. So.
Right. Yeah.
Either way,
he wasn't landing it on the trundle there.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Even in Not the greatest position. Vash manages to burn a flash.
Yep, definitely. All right, now we got my drag scroll going here. Okay.
Now both junglers are just going to trade scuttles with Xinhua on the top and Vash taking the
Hook
bottom.
come down onto Mr. Neat. Flashless Mr. Neat. He did proc the aftershock, so he's living for a bit. Ignite might take him down. It was close.
Yeah.
You do the big fights and stuff. You do the fights, and I'll do the yelling afterward, or the other talking, the fill.
The less yelling.
Yeah. So Mr. Neat does end up basing there after that hook. Charismatic does have spell shield, so like in theory he should be okay here. Yep, good
nice
spell shield there. Gets the W to reset the auto. Isn't gonna get that one, unfortunate, but. Well, Liang's farming pretty well in the top lane. I mean, this is a hard lane. The good news is you can save your dash. Ooh, a little bit of a jungle tussle going on. Silas collapsing on the trundle. Galio's a little out of position. I don't know if they're going to commit to this. The bot lane has a better rotation, right? So.
Yeah, just a bit of damage coming out, but not really anything too significant there, apart from Dash being spotted out. Boggs has a huge wave there in the middle.
Yeah, and
it's a lot of casters.
He does have a big CS lead here too, so it could just be that that big wave right there, right? He slow pushed it so well that Phoenix was not able to like actually get a bunch of them, but you know, Galio has a bunch of abilities to actually clear the wave pretty well.
Yeah, he denied them pretty well though. That's 28 to 18 CS.
Yeah, it's true, it did. Yeah, so one thing about the top lane matchup, which is kind of interesting to consider, is if the Urgot throws the Shen ever, the Shen can kind of just like taunt through him to get back to his tower and land his Q. So you kind of got to be careful if you're like, I think
actually
you
might. With the mid lane, just to interrupt this real quick, the taunt's going to land on a Pog. He's taking a ton of damage, but actually managed to get a bunch of damage back onto Phoenix. He's level 6 now against Vash's 4, but he is too low to make a return kill. And that's 1 for 1, but first blood going over to Pogs.
Yeah, I don't think he quite had the mana there. If he had the mana to actually land that ultimate onto the Trundle, he might have been able to ult the Trundle and actually save his life with the amount of healing that gives.
Yeah, that's true.
Liang's getting low, and Rubber Band Man did just hit the magical level 6. Liang also hitting 6, now has his ult to... It's kind of like funny, it's kind of... The Shen ult is actually kind of more for the counter of the Galio ult than anything. It's just able to like get to the lane pretty well. Like whatever from anywhere on the map, obviously.
Right. If Galio is putting pressure, Shen's gonna follow.
Right.
But not necessarily the other way around. So Shen's got some advantage there.
Yeah.
Both junglers kind of hovering near the mid lane, but
yeah, Jarvan getting spotted out on a ward there. He's gonna go for the crab though. Bot lane just gonna base, not gonna contest it at all. They got a good base here, so it's gonna be up about 10 farm.
yeah, Javen farming really well there at 58 right now at 7 minutes. It's pretty decent. Vash shows himself in the mid lane. Maybe just trying to get the pressure to push the lane in. I don't think they're looking for any kills here.
It does seem like a little bit of a odd situation.
Pog's getting a little greedy trying to return damage here. Forgetting all the CC Phoenix has got on Galio. Font actually Vash goes in and gets a little bit of damage, but he burns the Shen ult.
And look at that healing from this Trundle. Oh, Shen gets yoinked, but here's Sivir.
Oh, flash from Shen, but it does not connect. Galio comes down, knocks up the Shen. There are 5 members of Infernal here at the mid lane.
Yeah, Raptors showing strength here in the mid lane for sure.
Yeah, Raptors, sorry.
But, in the meantime, you're just going to get free farm bot lane. Shen's going to TP back to top to prevent any of these plates from going down. So that was a win. If you that's a win for Ocean, like hands down. Picked up the win in summoners, the win in damage. They still got their TP available from the Urgot.
Yeah, they both traded their global ults. So Mr. Neat gonna flash one.
Yep, gotta flash that yoink for sure.
Vash finally getting level 6. It's looking bot lane where they have some pretty good vision. I think they know that Mr. Neat's flash is down. They might be looking for a hook on him, but they don't know that Shinhwa is very nearby, although at pretty low health.
Yeah, and
I think they can spot him out. Vash should be able to get a kill onto him.
Yeah, I don't think Raptors want this to happen, and Vash is just gonna go for the dragon, or it's not up, so never mind.
We're at 9 minutes now with still pretty even gold, favoring Ocean just a little bit. Most of that just due to farm. But overall looking pretty even. Vash has got a bit of power with that kill. Pogs is desperately trying to get this back off of mid lane. I think he wants to go back and get healthy, but I think Phoenix is just putting enough pressure on here.
He doesn't want to lose. Yeah, he doesn't want to lose that CS advantage, but
Vash is actually facing off against Liang here, and Jarvan shows up. The taunt lands. They connect it perfectly with the knockup there. The Galio ult comes in to try to save him. They flash out of that. The Jarvan ult traps the Trundle in, and that is a 3-on-1 kill there.
There's actually the Silas Galio ult there.
Oh, it was the Silas Galio ult, yeah.
I wonder if it's like different colors for different teams. I don't think it is it?
Yeah, I thought I saw it look red there.
Jamo's in trouble, maybe. Oh, but the boomerang blade goes a little bit wide. He's not going to finish this one off. Charismatic's doing his best here to pick up a kill, but honestly, he's so...
a lot of minions.
Yeah, he's taking so much damage from these minions, and now Jamie's back.
Oh!
But the boomerang blade bounces off the minion and actually does... Or off the Blitzcrank, off the minion, and onto the Callista, and takes him down.
And that would have felt really bad if he did not get that, so I'm very glad for Charismatic that he did.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we kind of had to gloss past it quickly, but that was a really good use of the Galio ult from Silas there, from Pogs. It's a good way to just get into the fight there. Because I think it's a pretty situational ult to use, and that was a really good situation to use it. So
yeah, and funny how it, he was so low, but it just didn't matter because he was there so much sooner.
Yeah,
I was
such big damage.
I was literally about to explain how he is in a bad spot because he can't base without losing his the pressure he built. But then he just does that, and now he got a free base off, and he's getting that pressure back on. He has that full hack stack proto belt.
Yeah, he's looking strong with 2 kills. Oh man, CLG Worthy Dust going to get caught up a little bit here, but Vash is there to save him. Now it's turned around on Mr. Neat, who gets pillared by Vash. Really good pillar. Mr. Neat's getting low. Charismatic puts himself in a really dangerous place here to try to save his support. Now he's actually the one who's going to get caught up. He is just going to get torn away from Jemu. Shinhwa jumps in the fight just for fun. Now it's Pogs' turn, one at a time. He does take down the Blitzcrank. Worthy Dust is down, flashes over the wall. And he is going to live. But,
and in the top lane, Liang got grinded up by that Urgot for the first kill of that lane for Rubber Band Man. He's also going to get a bunch of plates here and dump a whole bunch of minions into the towers. So top lane just went from bad to worse. The rest of the map didn't do a whole lot better. It's of note that Liang went for the Sunfire Cape. Forgot the name of that. He's going for that Sunfire Cape before he gets the Bramble Vest. And against Urgot, Bramble Vest kind of just one-hits him. He kind of just kills himself because his W does such small increments of damage so quickly that like the Bramble Vest just like annihilates him. So, but
Hopefully
here's
see if they can
Shinra.
return a kill here.
Yep.
Got the top, the knock up, but Rubber Band Man's still looking pretty healthy, although he doesn't have his ults.
Yeah, there's no Jarvan ult
He's
here.
trying his best, hitting the passives, but he's getting chipped down slowly, and yeah, Jarvan's gonna take that kill.
Yeah, good job staying in there from J4 and Shen to pick that one up.
Yep.
Blitzcrank looking to go over this blast cone. They know they're in the lead. This is a 5-1 JMU. He's so beefy. They're gonna go for this hook for sure. The W's on.
I'm zooming in. I think they're just gonna pick up the support first because he doesn't have a spell shield. Although he might be able to flash out here. Nice hook onto the wall. Charismatic's gotta give him some pressure.
Yep.
He does.
Yeah,
they get him out of there.
Sivir helped him run away very well right there.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be another plate probably going down in the bot lane. It's actually Raptors just picked up that Rift Herald. If they could, 14 minutes just passed, so no more plates are gonna actually go down. I was hoping that they could have just. I think Jarvan could just like drop the Rift Herald over that wall and then EQ over and kill that tower, but that is not the play that's going to be happening. Pogs is going to try to 1v4 in the bot lane here. Nope.
Yeah, he's kind of just watching his turret die.
Yep, just watching it die. Not much you can do. If anything. Oh, they're going for the repeat into the top lane, but this time Rubber Band Man does have his ultimate, but so does the Jarvan.
Yeah. I think it just interrupted the dash there. And now the Jarvan ult comes out. Rubber Band Man's looking pretty toast.
Yeah, and the Rift Herald here. Maybe they take out the tower, although they should probably go with the Rift Herald instead of killing the minions, but
yeah,
does seem like the minions are the choice. The USDA choice stake minions, not towers.
Well, regardless, I think it's going to take a bit more time, but I do think if they both choose to stay up there, they will get this tower. Ash is heading up, but he's not going to be able to stop it.
It's going to go right down, especially with that extra attack speed from that Jarvan. Ooh,
this bot lane caught out again. The Galio coming down, smashes right down on Charismatic and Mr. Neat. Charismatic's dropping down, flashing onto that Nautilus just to make sure. Close is going to tear those spears out and get another kill.
Yeah, this time they realized the Sivir was in so deep that didn't matter if he had spell shield. They had the CC to land on him, and they do it well.
Yeah, I mean honestly, the Raptor bottom lane was just kind of out of position there. They were pretty far out with not really enough vision around that dragon pit area.
Yeah, definitely. So much vision denial too from Motion here. 3 pinks in that river.
Yep. That's how you stay ahead. Just like keep the vision, be oppressive with how you control the map, and you'll just keep making. You'll make the other team make mistakes for them as they try to get back into the game.
Yeah. Phoenix even doing a little bit of counter jungling, saying Trundle, I can do your job too. Although those ones will not go his way.
Not those ones. Interesting. Bash is having a really good game, although I think he's a little underleveled here. Even though they're ahead, he's behind Shinhwa by a level at the moment.
Yeah, Shinhwa having a better game, it would seem.
Must have been from those top lane kills, probably. That's how Shinhwa got that experience.
Yeah, and the kills in the fireman top lane for sure. He also, so he killed the top lane, and then he kind of killed the Rift Herald, and then he did a loop. He did the Wraiths, and I think he did the red, and I don't know if he did the Golems, and then came back to top lane. So he also just, counter jungled a whole bunch of that jungle. Although I do think Trundle probably counter jungled, the south jungle as well.
They just traded.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got 4 members of Raptors in the mid lane grouping up. I think they were looking at Rubber Band Man. Oh, they're still looking at Rubber Band Man, dropping the Sivir ult.
Yeah,
they might be able to get something here. Oh, really nice use of the Blast Plant. He actually denies the Jarvan ult, even though it went down. And now Raptors is in kind of a weird
but they got
position.
the Blitzcrank ult. That's a bunch of damage. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to run out. Shinhwa actually might be in a bad position here. The Galio ult, I think the real one, is going to land there.
Ooh.
A bunch of people going down. Jmu goes down, actually.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of members of Ocean here on top of Liang and Pogs, who are desperately trying to run away. Mr. Neat just rooting people in the back, trying to keep him off his teammates, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, Mr. Neat landed like a 4-man ultimate. But yeah, so therein lies the problem with this comp from Raptors is you don't really have any way to kill these tags right now.
Yeah.
And like the Silas, literally landed the E onto Jmu and then hit the Blitzcrank ult on him and he died. Like, it was that simple. But Jmu just isn't the issue, The Urgot, the Trundle, the Galio, they're so tanky, they're going to do so much damage.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. It's like they kind of blew a lot of their power onto Jmu, which is, I mean, it's a good target to be killing. But, yeah, like you said, there's just so many other threats right now.
Yeah, and these threats, like, they started, like, at the beginning of the game because they're just naturally, like, Urgot and Galio are not champions that do no damage. They do a ton of damage, but they're also really tanky. So that's, like, it's kind of the issue here is that they started the game very tanky, and now Raptors have to figure out a way to actually kill these guys, and their team comp just don't have great characters to do it. Maybe once the Silas finishes the third item Leandries, that could help, but I think it will just be too late at that point.
Honestly, it's kind of tricky when you've got Jarvan, who's so great at setting up kills, but isn't necessarily going to do a lot of damage himself. You pair that with a Shen, who's kind of the same thing. You're really putting a lot of pressure onto AD carry and mid lane.
Right. And especially when the AD carry just is...
Pog's looking kind of greedy here.
He's
going to get a little bit caught out by that pillar, get silenced and knocked up. Well, he's going to go back in. Galio is going to come down and try to counter that. Knocking up Pogs, who is just kind of isolated in Team Ocean. Teleport came out from Liang there, but he is going to turn right back around.
Yeah, and I think that's going to signal a Baron here for Team Ocean.
Shinhwa really, he realizes they're coming. He's going to smite that scuttle away. Flash out of the way that hook.
Yeah, I think he had EQ'd the scuttle, but yeah, you're right. I think had he pathed downward instead of pathing to flash, he wouldn't have dodged it. But because he had pathed to flash over that wall, he already had dodged it and didn't need to flash.
Yep.
Although, might have had to have flashed anyway once they actually started running at him after the hook.
Yeah, agreed. Flash. Even though he did not dodge the skill shot, he probably still needed to flash to live.
Right,
so
yeah.
That works.
Ooh, a hook right onto Liang. It's a bunch of damage coming out from Jamin.
It's like he thought about defending that turret, but realized that was probably not going to happen, so he's going to back off.
That was one of those moments where Jmu just tanked the tower for a second and then backed out, but had red buff, and so he just immediately tanked the tower again. Didn't really lose that much health because he has a lot of lifesteal. I wonder if he's running the lifesteal runes. He is not. But he does
He's got Bork first item. So.
Yeah, he does have Ravenous Hunter, so that's a little bit more spell damage / lifesteal that isn't accounted for with just the Bork.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Pogs is really the only one who's looking super strong here on Team Raptor, although Jarvan's got a bit of decent power too with that Black Cleaver. But they're going to need some time for Charismatic to really be more of a presence in this game.
Yeah, they're going to need a 100% crit Sivir with or at least the 75% crit Sivir with the Last Whisper to actually be able to punch through these tanks.
Yeah, she's struggling to get that IE for the moment.
Which, I actually find that so funny that, you can build a Ninja Tabby, and in order to counter it as the AD carry, you basically need, at least 3 items before you're going to do damage to him.
Yeah. And Ninja Tabby is a really strong item.
Yeah, it's a really strong item.
And Liang is really deep in there right now. He's going to dash super early. Actually dodges the hook, but I don't think it's going to matter. He has no help coming, no tower. Urgot just for good measure to slow him down.
His flash
going to get tossed around. Not even gonna chew him up in the Urgot.
Yep. His flash was up in 5 seconds or something. It was close, but he might have been able to get over that wall if he had it, but he did not.
Oh, and
goes
now
down.
Charismatic also in a really rough place. The flash coming out from Worthy Dust, but nice spell shield. Actually blowing Worthy Dust flash there, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, did get the ultimate from Sivir, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Pog's taking a ton of damage from Phoenix, but that heal is crazy.
I was gonna say,
He's dishing out a ton of damage.
Should be able to do
Phoenix
a
got the Ignite
trade.
ticking. And he gets knocked up again, but I think he's going to be able to land one more chain, and he's actually going to get that 1v1 on the Phoenix.
Yeah, when you max the Silas W, the rate at which it comes up is just really high. You can pretty much always be doing that. Shinra goes in here. And
and so does Ling. Oh, almost all three members are there. Mr. Neat had to flash out there. Oh man, I don't think they wanted to contest that dragon.
Yeah, I think they kind of just wanted to go for the steal, right?
But Mr. Neat is probably fine, actually. Vash is a little overextended here. Oh, they need to be careful they don't get baited.
Yeah, Pog's trying to get the W.
They have no Sivir ult, I think.
Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of
that
dumb.
Executor, really high health.
Yeah, that was dumb. The execute pull-in started happening before the... Well,
before the heal happens.
Yeah, exactly. Before the heal went through.
Yeah, wow. As I say, I've never seen someone so healthy get Urgot ulted.
Yeah, that was silly.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like...
It was such a delay, too. That almost feels like Silas Bug to me. Silas Bug Omega Lol to me. Because
a little bit.
That champion has quite a few bugs still.
Yeah, I mean, Silas seems like... I think maybe they even talked about this. Silas seems like the kind of character where when the designer proposed it, the back-end engineers were like, what? How would we support this? And like change everything just to support this character existing.
Right, exactly. Stopwatch being bought here by Jamu. He's going straight into that GA out of the Bork Hurricane. Charismatic actually going to pick up this tower in the bot lane. That's a pretty good heads-up play, I believe. As long as they don't lose the Baron because of it.
Yeah, Rubber Band Man's teleport is up, so he feels pretty safe there in the bottom lane. So Charismatic's going to have to get out of there.
Yeah, no one can match him either. Liang does not do enough damage to match him, not even close. He would also have to probably have Conqueror and Shen in order to come even close, and a Bramble. Like, I don't think there's any point where Shen should be able to match Urgot, but if there was, it would be way later in the game. But he's also getting caught out here.
Yeah, let's see if he can get... I think he might be okay, although actually Phoenix has a nice flank on there, just lining up the taunt a little early. He's actually going to miss that. I think Lang is actually going to be okay. Yeah, I'm surprised Ocean didn't just go right for the Baron there.
Yeah, probably would have been a good play too. That actually gave Sivir a lot of time to actually get back in position.
And now they're going to get on it, which I think... I mean, there's a chance that Raptors can stop this. You can see Ocean's a little hesitant. I think they want to turn as soon as Raptors come in. Lang is thinking about it. Hook gets spell shielded by Charismatic, but now that means he doesn't have the spell shield. Rubber Band Man teleports in, and Liang is going to get a bit of damage onto him, but he's going to walk away. Charismatic is completely separated from the team here, and is just going to drop. Raptors is trying to do what they can, trapping him into the Jarvan ult, but really, I think he was trapped in there with them.
Yeah. And now with the jungler down, that's going to single go time, no longer having to deal with the 50-50. Baron will be dead. This worm is gonna be food.
Yeah, it's free worm food
for the birds.
I guess the Raptors kind of bird-like.
Yeah, but not for the birds. It's food.
Yeah, but it's not for the birds.
Food for the ocean, dude.
They swimming with the fishes. Maybe.
Food for the fish. Yeah, fish food. Yeah, this worm is going to be fish food. Shit, that was so good. Damn it.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Missed the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, missed the low-hanging fruit. Wow. Trying to get something set up onto this Drake before...
Yeah, I think this is Soul now, right?
It's his soul and it's Ocean Soul, which is the best soul, probably. One of the two best, I would say. I mean, in terms of combat stats, it's one of the two best. In terms of actual usages, I find Air to be really good and really underrated a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's too late now, but I feel like most of these Raptors, bad situations Raptor finds themselves in is just somebody kind of being dumb and just being in a bad position. They just need to stick together and not do what Mr. Needs to. Oh God, run. Okay, and just like not. They need to play around their vision and play as a team when they're pushing to get more vision.
Right. And instead we have Pogs.
Yeah.
Drake's not quite up. Will be soon, within a minute.
Yeah, Ocean's playing pretty safe. They know they've got a lead, and they know that Wick together with this Baron and the Soul, they should be able to look in closing. Shinhwa, I don't know if he was. No, they were on a different page there. Shinhwa actually EQs out, leaving Mr. Neat to die there. I thought that was actually a really clever bait, but they were not on the same page.
Yeah, it looked good for a hot second, and the page was turned, and turned out one was on page 1 and one was on page 100.
Yeah, I'm not even sure they were reading the same book.
Yeah.
Oh, and Shinhwa goes in again! Oh my God! It was already dead. I mean, I guess at this point you got to go for the desperate play, but like.
Yeah, I mean, if you can smite that soul away, it kind of delays the inevitable a little bit. But the
Pogs, you do not need this golem that bad. His flash comes out from Worthy Dust. It's not looking good. He has to flash out. Zonia's, but he's mighty dead. He's gonna get taunted there, or got ulted just for fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questionable decisions coming out here.
Just keep a lot of catches going on here.
Yeah.
But to their credit, Ocean is playing the catch comp really well, using that Blitzcrank very effectively.
Yeah.
Worthy Dust living up to his name. Well, not name, but his...
Nice spell shield from Charismatic there.
Good spell shield.
But he's getting locked up from just the Blitzcrank. He's just beating on him. Shinhwa's up, gets a big knock up, but there's just not enough. Charismatic cannot do the damage to tear through this team.
Yeah.
Jarvanholt locks them all up, which is great, but
there's the hook that
they
lands.
don't really have anything to follow up.
The hook that lands. You know, the hook heard around the world. The hook that, well, you get the point. And that is going to be game 1. Going over to the side of Ocean. Having a strong game right there. Absolutely looking good.
Yeah, really strong showing from Ocean.
All right, let's go right into the break, and then we can unpack that one. We'll take a 5-minute breather here.
Sounds good.
Where is that? This one. Hello? Oh, there we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Rect League, the Monday night, the late night stream. It's now about 9 p.m. on a Monday, and damn, are we feeling good, aren't we, Goulin?
Yeah, we're feeling good, and you know who's feeling really good? It's Team Ocean.
Yeah, they look pretty strong, pretty confident in that win. Had good hooks, had repetitive hooks. They kept pulling people back in. They didn't waste the hook on the target that was already dead. They would just look for the next target. It was a good showing from them. That Blitzcrank looked strong. CLG Worthy Dust living up to his reputation. I mean, and Rubber Band Man with that Urgot, it's lethal. It's the third game in a row we've seen him lethal.
Yeah, looking really good. Bash brought the pressure with the Trundle as usual. Phoenix looked good on. I mean, really every member of Team Ocean looked really good that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that Blitzcrank was kind of a standout for just ruining people's days.
I gotta adjust the score here because it is indeed one game for Ocean, so that should be updated now. Sorry about that. Now we are getting into the second game hopefully soon. We are. And then Ocean will be blue side for this game. They'll have that first pick. We'll have to see what they spend it on. Oh, and of note, Charismatic did sub him. Well, Alfaris really is subbing back into his main roster slot, whereas Charismatic was just filling in for him for the moment.
Yep. So Raptors is going to be having, I think, their regular AD carry now, I believe, right?
Yes, the AD carry, yeah. That's played all the games. He had a power outage, which caused them to sub him out. But here we go. The Pond boys are ready. The iPond, they are ready, and here we go. We're getting in the game. Oh, I'm gonna have to pull the freaking thing down again because it doesn't do it on both scenes, but that's okay. That's not what I want to do.
Diana Ben coming out again. Looks like they still feel confident in banning that one away from Hogs, who did look really good on Silas. So, and yeah, there's some similarities in that kind of tanky melee assassin, kind of like beefy character who can also slap people.
Yep, definitely.
It's like a shoe characters, you know.
Yes.
And then Nocturne again, also. Looks like Raptors really did not like seeing that Gallia, so they're going to ban that out.
It's just one more player who's super tanky. It seems funny. It seems kind of odd. You literally, I think Ocean could literally pick Ornn middle and they would do very well. Like, they're just how their team plays together. That's just like kind of their thing.
Yeah, I think they're really confident at letting their AD carry be their primary damage threat and their top lane with their they're confident at like having a tanky front line and just having a few threats that are
definitely
really bad. All that being said, I mean that Gallia, even Blitzcrank was doing damage.
I was gonna say, well, that being said, the Blitzcrank is indeed still open, and CLG Worthy Dust felt so good. He's gonna go back for it. And to his credit, Mr. Neat actually didn't play super bad in lane against those hooks. He was like getting hooked and immediately, proccing the aftershock so he doesn't just get vaporized instantly. So he was doing okay, and he's feeling good enough to go back onto it.
Yeah, I mean, I think in lane it wasn't a problem. It was really afterwards just the general positioning that was giving them issues.
Yeah.
But I mean, Nautilus is I think it's a great pick into Blitzcrank. Ashe coming out this time. Definitely susceptible to Blitzcrank's hooks. Doesn't have that Sivir shield anymore, but maybe they're trying to set themselves up to have a bit more pick pressure of their own this time. I don't know. I feel kind of scared playing AD carries that don't have a dash of some sort.
Yeah, or the
against Blitzcrank.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an issue. I mean, it also depends on what J-Move picks, and with something aggro like a Tristana, yeah, that could definitely be a problem.
Yeah, that's the problem here is that, like, let's say that Ashe gets hooked. I mean, what do you do as Nautilus? So how are you really supporting this guy? You can't. You've got snares, right? But you're not really gonna like lock down or knock away or anything these characters to save your Ashe.
Right. And now here we see the rubber band man get him the Urgot back. Super strong, going for the fourth time in a row on him, and they're gonna counter with the Malphite top lane. I'm not actually sure that's a great matchup. But I think it. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how that one plays out. It could be a Malphite mid lane too.
Yeah, if that's a Malphite top, then it looks like Raptors are really setting themselves up to try to get the hell out of lane as fast as possible.
Right.
Start getting to team fights, picking people with Asher out Malphite ult. But right now, both lanes looking pretty unfavorable, I'd say.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see again how Alpharis and Mr. Neat play the bot lane. I do see a world where that actually goes kind of well, because in some respects, Blitzcrank is a pretty bad support if you miss the hook, and we'll see if they're just able to like play it better this time. So there is some amount of hope. Like, that is a really strong lane. Ashe Nautilus just has so much crowd control, so there's a chance there.
Yep, totally.
One thing I want to note is we never saw the super Callisto pull. Or the double Galio. Yeah, I never saw that either. But the super duper. In fact, thinking about it, I'm not even sure I saw a single Callisto ult that game.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I actually don't really remember seeing it.
I don't think so. I'm not sure he did. I don't think either of them.
They were just
yeah,
they just never needed it. Blitzcrank
Right.
either pulled them in already, or Callisto, I guess, didn't feel like she needed.
Yeah, never really in fear of dying. Ooh,
Yeah.
the Silas ban from TL Phoenix. I didn't know he had games on that. And they're gonna go right into the Echo.
I think they may have done that in response to them picking Malphite, because they know that's a really strong combo.
Oh, sure.
That would be my guess. And then Echo kind of coming out as another melee
Yeah.
mage stat.
I wonder where the Malphite is going. Is it a jungle Malphite here? Maybe Vash. Oh, I bet Vash plays Silas jungle. I bet that's what's going on. That's a mid lane Rumble, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I guess with the Urgot top, yeah.
Gonna have to see
Seems
what...
pretty good at Echo, actually.
Yeah, it does. Rumble mid is actually one of the highest win rate mid laners right now, because you literally just hit Q and push forever.
Yeah.
Push until the horizon is at your
Oh,
doorstep.
set. That's probably Vash's jungle right there, like you were talking about last game.
Yeah, definitely. He seemed really good on it. It was really, really hard to play against in the one game we played against it.
Yeah, and Vash is a player who could definitely take advantage of Set's early strengths as well.
Definitely. Oh, there's the Pogs. So it's an Echo jungle actually here.
Oh yeah, Echo jungle. Okay.
Could be a Malphite jungle actually too, but I doubt it. Seems difficult. Yeah, so the Viger Ashe has so much zone control, but are so susceptible to this Blitzcrank. I wish Mr. Neat had a Morgana that he could have pulled out. That would have been clutch.
Yeah, that would have been really, really nice.
This team would have been so good with like that kind of like spell shield. As long as he was on top of it, you know, would have been really good.
I'm not sure how Viger into Rumble still doesn't seem great.
So Viger's good into melee matchups because you can just like land a million Qs and get. So every time you land your Q on a champion, you get a stack now, or 2 stacks, or however many stacks you get for like you get the same number of stacks as you do for killing a minion with the Q.
Oh. Okay.
So you can get a whole bunch of AP against melee champs like this. And because it's a Rumble melee champ who has to actually be in melee range to push, more or less, you can get really easy cages too. So I actually think this could be an okay lane. It kind of depends how he plays it. The Rumble obviously does have the push pressure for the majority of the game until Viger gets, 2,000 ability power or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Viger's ability to just kind of... You're right, his zone power is really, really strong, which could just be enough to kind of get Raptors out of tricky situations and allow them to be the ones who are starting fights with Malphite and Ashe and Nautilus.
So it's just kind of, and it's also good against Urgot, it's good against Set, it's good against Rumble, kind of. I mean, the Rumble ult can do a lot of damage through the zone control, but and the Ashe zone, so it's like the Viger and the Ashe, with the Ashe W and the Viger cage, have such good zone control, just like it slows so hard, or it stuns or whatever. And a lot of these champs just want to run at you. So I really like this pick.
Yeah.
I just hate the fact that they didn't have an answer to this Blitzcrank. If
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they have any answer right now.
if this was your like game plan, if this was like how you're gonna play the game, I would have loved to see a Blitzcrank ban. I know they banned, they had other bans that they had to ban out, but I actually, you know what, I would rather have them left Thresh up and ban Blitzcrank because while Thresh has more utility, you can't really pull someone out of their team with it. It's like the hook is still there. You can still like get the zone control down to prevent the secondary engage with the Viger cage. So,
yeah, I mean, maybe it's. I guess you could argue maybe the banning the Thresh over the Blitzcrank is that Thresh has better disengage and denial, whereas Blitzcrank doesn't really do that, and so they're just like all in. They're just like we're engaging, we're pulling these fights,
yeah,
and we're just gonna have to be good and not get hooked.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the Malphite Echo is gonna be a really strong combo if they go in. I mean, we haven't actually seen a whole ton of Malphite this season in the Rect League, but man, the Malphite in the past of the Rect League is always good. It's so good. It's always good.
Yeah, definitely. So Zorgon, so Battle of the Titans.
Yeah, for real though, definitely. Yeah, and I guess I don't know. I haven't really looked up that matchup or know too much about it. Let's go do a quick Google search because why not?
Yeah, what's the internet think about this? I'm curious what the internet thinks about Rumble v Viger, actually.
Okay, well, you take a look at that one. I'll look at
I'm gonna look at that.
Yeah,
I'll say the Viger favorite matchup.
Yeah, Urgot has a 53% win rate against Malphite, so probably a little bit Urgot favored, but usually anything below like a 55 is maybe 54 is kind of a skill matchup. But if I go back a patch, now Urgot 54.7, number 6th counter pick against Malphite, so I think that's a pretty good lane for the Urgot.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. The win rate definitely favors Viger, but not significantly overall. Let's go Glacial Augment Viger as well. So they can move it. Again, like their whole team comp does seem to be thinking and focusing more on getting out of lane. Like, hey, let's just make this laning phase not just end.
Let's get through it. Yeah, possible. Exactly.
Let's get through it, which is risky as against a team like Ocean, who's really good at pushing the tempo in the early game. So, like, I mean, if they're going to commit to this, they have to really commit to it and maybe be okay being behind in farm and losing an early dragon or two. Like, if they really want to commit to this, because just like losing and then stumbling into the mid game, it's just going to put yourself at a really bad disadvantage.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how that goes. And also of note here,
no heal.
Both 80, Ash. Yeah, no heal on Ash, which is actually fair. I think the exhaust is good, because you just can exhaust the whole Tristana burst, and it's very good. But both 80 carries going with Hail of Blades. It's
I see that.
It's interesting. It works on both of them. I totally see the merits here. Ash, it stacks your Q faster, so you can get that Q damage quicker. And Tristana, obviously, you dump the Hail Blades into your bombs, so you get like that explosion before you like it. Basically, it's like a level 2 spike where with Hail Blades you can just like W in and E them, and then just Hail Blades 3 autos, and you get a whole bunch of trade power. We're gonna have to see how that shakes down. It's just funny to see it on these two champions because it's like it's neither of these characters are Callista, who like traditionally takes it, or back in the day Jhin used to take it a lot. They're just characters who I guess I don't usually see with Hellblades. It's kind of funny that they
but I guess you can see. Well, I think like you said with Tristana, it'll basically be like, hey, Blitzcrank just pulled this guy. I'm gonna rocket jump on him and just go bam, bam, bam on my bomb to load it up and just burst the hell out of this person.
Right. So I guess what I meant by that is usually you don't see it on Tristana 80 carry because when Tristana's played mid, you see Hellblades a lot because you can just like at level 2 you can just kill the enemy laner for free because you essentially have like an extra ability, right? Because like your Q and the Hellblades are reasonably interchangeable in what they do. Oh, well, I've got to get ready to switch this scene.
Yeah, we're loading in now.
Boom. Scene switched. Everything looks smooth as butter. Except I don't have that. No, shucks. I see an issue. All right. Directed camera, direct me. I gotta go fix something.
Looks like Ocean is pinging for a blue side invade. And Raptors is just going to be spreading out even. Actually, Ocean pinged for the invade, but they're also spread out. Everyone's got their little partner right now to dance with.
All right, there we go. Get that bigger black box up. Stream looking nice and cute, and yeah, here we go. Into the game. And yeah, as you say, just the picket line, the fence position coming out from all the players on all the teams. Everyone's in a defensive position down the river. It is of note that both teams have warded the bot side pixel, and only Ocean warded the top side pixel. Also, Echo's going to start on the red side. Maybe he's going to try to look for that early bot lane gank. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We're going to have to see if they
get their bot lane ahead.
Yeah, we're going to have to see if they spot this out. If they're really going all in on this, they should use the Raptor bot lane should actually use mana and maybe take like a hit or two on the Nautilus on the really Gromp or something. Yeah, to be really convincing. Let's see if the ping's going out from Ocean. See if they realize what happened here. Although
it's pretty hard to tell though, because it's easy to like leash without using mana or damage. So
it's true. Shinhwa's just headed right to the Krug, so I think he might just be going for a full clear here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is already better pressure, I believe, than Raptors had in the last game. Just off the Ashe W's coming out and poking him down a bit.
Yep. They're putting a concerted effort into pushing this, trying to get that level 2 early, which they did just get. Got the hook and then the root onto Worthy Dust. He's taking a lot of damage. He has to flash out, but then he hooks Mr. Neat under the tower, who does flash out very quickly to avoid that kill. But that's good pressure. Definitely good pressure from Raptor.
Wait, did they change Hail Blades? Is it already up? Wait, what? Hold on. Cooldowns.
Question mark ping is coming out. So Mr. Neat might get caught here warding. Yep, he does not have his flash this time. Tristana's going to jump on him, get the kill. That was
a blind hook for the record. There was no ward on the other side of that wall.
You got to hate that moment where you're like, hang on, I got to ward try because I think their jungler's coming. And then you ward it, and he's there.
Right, yeah.
Although he didn't even get a chance to ward that time.
Yep, but Set isn't going to vertical jungle here.
It looked like a really strong start for the Raptor bot lane.
Yeah,
ended up getting turned around.
Gonna steal this blue, but I think
play by Worthy Dust to get that hook onto Mr. Neat.
I think he wanted to ward.
Yes, yeah. I think he did.
So...
I think he was going to ward try, and he got pulled over the wall, but no flash.
Yeah, the Echo was just trying to steal that blue. Well, here's Set bottom and try to steal blue, but wasn't able to quite pick it up.
Hopefully you can get this Scuttle Crab.
Well, Fires did get pretty zoned here in the bot lane.
Yeah.
So the hook misses. Yeah, so I'm not a Viger main by any stretch of the imagination, but this Viger has 21 ability power already at 4 minutes. That seems good. Again, I don't know if that's good, but it seems good. How much you get for a cannon? You get 2 for a cannon, it would seem.
Yeah. I think that seems good.
Yeah, I mean, considering how relative it is, like the Doran Ring itself is 15 ability power. Like an Amp Tome is what, 20? So he's got like a full Amp Tome worth of extra damage here.
Yeah, when you put it that way, it sounds pretty good.
Is this gonna happen?
I wonder how they're gonna try to initiate this. Mr. Neat gets that hook onto Tristana and actually interrupts her jump. She's in a lot of trouble. Echo comes in, gets the stun on the Blitz, so they're gonna have to switch to Worthy Dust, who does not have flash. Hopefully they try to hand that over, and Shinhwa's actually gonna pick that up.
Yeah, that was a sick hook.
Really good gank.
That was a really good hook from Mr. Neat there.
Yeah, good setup from Mr. Neat. They burned the flash from JMO as well.
It does. Okay, so in the top lane, Liang also bought double cloth armor, so I wonder if he's going straight for that bramble vest, which would definitely be the good move here.
Yeah, for sure.
And of the top lane is Lang actually making Rubber Band Man burn his TP to get back to lane first. And Pog's still just farming it up. He's at 31. I mean, that's almost 600 gold worth of ability power right there. That is more than 600 gold worth of ability power.
Yeah,
unless,
I mean, Pog.
Unless I'm misremembering how much. Amp Tone gives 20, right? Pretty sure it does.
It was more than that.
Does it give more than that? Okay.
20. I thought it was.
If it gives more, then my maths are dumb. Hopefully someone builds one, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll wait. I'm sure Pogs will buy one when he goes back.
Liang getting a good trade here. Back onto Rubber Band Man, which is the move when you're about to base like this. You want to trade hard, as long as you don't die, because...
Yeah, he's going to be careful at level 6.
Yeah.
Phoenix asking for help from his jungler, although Pogs is looking pretty safe
I think
now,
Liang's in trouble here. He doesn't flash that. The ult does land, and now he flashes, but I think it's
he's getting
too
so
late.
close to execute range, and there it is.
Grind it up. I believe a very similar thing happened last game, although a little bit later into the game.
Yeah, he just stayed a little too long.
Yep. All right, let's see some amp tones.
Nash is looking for this, but they're kind of a bit indecisive. Phoenix goes to overheat. Hog's playing safe back. Nash is just going to take a scuttle. It's a consolation prize. Alright, Pogs. Go back. You need an amp tome.
I suppose we could have just looked it up.
No. At this point, we're committed. I want to see it in-game in somebody's inventory. Oh, shit. Phoenix bought a Haunting Guides, but I think he bought it all at once. See, now if Pog's backs, he's going to be too rich. He's not going to just get an amp tome. He's going to get the full item.
I know. That's what I was thinking. It's the lost chapter.
We can never know.
I had to look it up, dude. I gotta look it up. Hold on, wait.
Well, lost chapter gives 30. Or, no, 40, sorry.
Amplifying Tome is the item from which ability power gold value is derived, and as such, it derives a value of 21.75 gold per point of ability power.
Cool. Well, how much AP? Just raw?
20.
Oh, it is 20. Okay, yeah. You're right. I thought it was like 25 or 30 for some reason. Well, anyway, while this is happening, Vash is helping the bot lane push again. I don't know, maybe they're looking for dragon pressure, or just trying to shove the wave in.
Well, that was a fly, but I think my power just cut. I wonder. My internet's
still here.
My internet's still here. Yeah, I mean, so I have the house has a generator, and then my computer has a battery. So in theory, it shouldn't matter unless the internet goes
Shinra gets battered out there, tries to flash in to steal the dragon, but again, it's too late. Nice rumble is going to burn down Shinra, who actually gets pulled back into it by Worthy Dust. Big plays from Rumble coming out. There's a bomb on top of that Tristana, who's going to get slammed down, but they do actually take step back in return. Pogs is trying to get away here, gets the stun field down. He might actually be okay. Oh, he's got a little greedy, looking for some poke. No, okay. Yeah, Shinra just, again, a bit too late on that Dragon Steal. Like, he got in there after it was dead again.
And it was a really good Rumble ult because Shinwa's Echo ult put him back directly on top of the Rumble ult, and he just instantly died. Well played from that.
And then, as he was walking out, Worthy Dust pulled him back onto it. So yes. he just took so much damage.
He got roasted alive, as they say.
Yeah. But they did take Vash down. Pogs managed to get a kill there.
What's that ability?
Something.
What is that ability even called? The Equalizer, the Great Equalizer. Sure, even that fight out.
Oh, we see a familiar sight, which is Pogs with a good amount of the kills here. Exactly half of the 2 kills for Raptors, where the bot lane for Ocean is looking stronger by the minute. Oh no, I think Alfaris is not going to get this. Oh, he's got some help. Hopefully they can get the scuttle. That's good.
What is this? Where are we up to, Viger? 82 ability power. Damn, that's crazy. Again, I have no metric on if that's good or not. Seems good.
Yeah, it seems good. Just like 86 ability power, sure. Oh, really close up from Worthy Dust. Oh, there is a 2.5. Oh, actually, gank onto the middle lane. Now Equalizer comes out. Pogs is just walking on top of it. He doesn't try to sidestep it at all, and actually just gets totally roasted. I mean, I guess it was tricky because Vash was off to the left side, but I think he was better off getting a little closer to Vash. But he just walked in a line on that Equalizer.
Yeah, I think he definitely should have walked off of that before trying to fight back.
Yeah.
Good hook down in the bot lane. The Nautilus ult came out, and the Tristana ult came out at the same time, preventing the hook follow-up and the arrow follow-up. So it was actually well played there from Jamu, understanding that despite being strong and despite almost getting that kill, he was in a very vulnerable spot as well.
Well, before that mid lane gank, I was going to say that it's not looking quite as snowbally as last game, but actually it's starting to get there. They are behind now by 3k gold at 12 minutes, which is not great.
But they have an extra needlessly large rod, which is like almost 1,000, like it's 1,200 gold. So like the gap's a little smaller, right?
Yeah,
that's a
Hog bringing in that value.
Yeah.
Because really, again, like we said, I mean, like Raptors, they're behind, but they're not out of the game. Their team comp is built for when laning phase is over.
Yeah, despite the score, as long as he's hitting his abilities, Pogs is actually up almost 600 gold on his laner. In terms,
sounds like you just can't lose if you're playing Viger.
In terms of
looks like Vash is looking at bottom lane. Mr. Neat actually misses his hook, trying to get himself to safety. The turret is on Jamu, who has to back out.
This is a little
which kind of leaves Worthy Dust in an awkward position here. But there are 4 members here. Equalizer drops down. Malphite is here now. Well, actually, Vash takes the Malphite out to try to save him. Now Liang is here with a bunch of low members of Team Ocean, but is he going to be able to get any of them? He is just barely going to tag down the Rumble, but that was a fiesta.
Malphite TP'd, and I didn't see him ult. He used it.
Yeah, I didn't see him ult either, but I'm sure he did. I didn't see it though.
Yeah. I wonder what happened there. Maybe you give us the old rewind and then come back to live and see if you can find it.
Do that. Alright, Malphite, let's see this TP. Okay, there he is. He TP's in. He's running at them. The Equalizer just went down.
Did he ult before he TP'd?
Oh, no, he ulted before he TP'd.
Yeah, okay.
I see. Okay, that's what it is.
Fair enough.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Malphite TP without ult is
a bit underwhelming.
Yes, a bit underwhelming. On the other hand, in the live, Raptors just picked up the Ocean Drake.
Yeah, nice pickup.
Take that one for the road, please and thank you.
I am at 1451, 2, 3. Does that sound right?
I'm at 55, 6, 7. Yeah.
Oh, I'm ahead of you.
Okay. I'll speed up a little. That's fine. Yeah. Nothing happened right there. No one saw nothing.
Is there a return to live button? I actually just dragged the thing all the way to the right.
I always just click the speed up, and then once it hits max, it'll...
Oh, that's so much damage! Even from the Blitzcrank there. Oh my god.
Yeah, Blitzcrank does a lot of damage these days.
Oh, his ult did a ton of damage to Mr. Neat there. And bot lane's going to pick up this tower with no opposition. Shinhwa is trying to get this Rift Herald. Rubber Band Man actually misses. He does not see the Rift Herald with that.
Game pause coming out.
Top mouse died. Oh, interesting.
Killed it. You.
Yeah, you don't want your mouse to be dying in a league game, so that pause is justified. Okay, wait, now I'm gonna go back to that Malphite, and I want to see when he ulted.
That could be bad.
Let's see. I want to see what happened.
Oh no.
Oh my god, he just... Uh-oh, that's embarrassing. Okay. Yeah, we're just not going to talk about that.
Okay, sounds good. I have to go AFK for a second. The stream should be set and running. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Alright, looks like the ready is coming out. Or they're asking if they're ready. Which they are not. Well, the team whose mouse... Okay, now the readies are coming out from both teams. We should get unpaused in just a minute here. I'll be rocking the solo cast. I think that Icicly's power went out or something. So that sounds serious. You can deal with that. Oh, what's going on in the mid lane here? Oh, Pogs gets super low, has the Urgot on him, but doesn't actually get enough. I think it wears off right as he comes out of the Zonias. So he's going to live, but Alferis and Pogs are incredibly low at this mid lane. I don't think they want to try to defend this. Shinhwa is thinking about coming around the back, but I think he needs to get out of there.
Alrighty. Looks like Ocean taking on that first turret.
Shinhwa and Liang are just kind of out of position here to defend the second turret. But Ocean's not going to push for it. They're just going to take the one, and now they're looking at Rift Herald.
Did seem like a pretty free turret there after whatever they did to deserve that.
They beat the crap out of Pogs and Alferis, but didn't get any kills.
Sounds about right. Also, we do have this really obnoxious Viger with the GLP. That slow field down.
Extremely annoying. Oh, the Malphite ult misses everyone. He is just in the middle of them. And now Shinhwa runs in the middle of them. They do not have any damage to follow up. Alferis is just now arriving at the fight. Pogs is getting beat up by Rubber Bandman and Jmu. Yeah, yikes. Oh, Jmu, really aggressive, jumps in there. But
going for the top lane, trying to get that inhib, or that top outer. They have the Rift Herald. I don't know if they'll drop it here. They do.
Yep. Might as well. They got the wave just about to push up. They got 4 members up there.
Yeah, you'll probably get 2. I mean, if you push with this,
they could get 2. I think.
Get 2.
Yeah.
They did have to send. They did have to send Rubber Bandman mid to just defend that top lane push, but Raptors are also respecting and understanding and trying to hustle to the top lane so they don't lose their inhib. They are going to lose this tower, though, almost certainly.
Yeah, definitely.
With no questions asked.
Oh, man. It's been some rough team fights here. I feel like a lot of the Raptor team fights are like this sequential run in where like 2 people run in, and then by the time one of them's kind of dead, the next one comes in and kind of just like clown car their way in. They need to just like explode. They need to blow up the clown car. All 5 members just pop out all at once. That's where I went with that.
I like the clown car reference. You're right. They gotta go together, man. It's hard to be a team when you're not going together.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're behind by 7k gold, but like I still believe that if they catch someone, Pogs can probably just blow them up. Rubber Bandman catching out Liang here. Lands the ultimate, but yeah, Liang is gonna ult himself out of there. Oh, and now Shinhwa is going to get caught by Vash here. Trying to drop the stun field, staying in it. Gets the stun, but I mean, like, Oh, he's got backup from Alferez. He stalls long enough. Alferez trying to do some damage now. But Jmu comes from the back, blows up the bomb on Shinhwa. Now Alferez is going to get a little help there from Jmu, pushing him out. Mr. Neat is saying Vash, go away, Vash. I think Vash wants a flank here with his ult. I'm calling it.
Yeah, he's trying to
dunk someone into the team like this Liang. It gets rooted though, and now he's actually in a really awkward place.
Oh, that was funny. He does have that big shield though.
He's getting kind of low.
There's
the big shield saves him.
There's just no damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one seems less about the Blitzcrank. You know, he's had landed some good hooks, but the last game was just an absolute pull fiesta. It was.
Yeah, it was.
This one is looking good. Like, it's still looking good for them, but I just haven't seen quite that same impact that Worthy just had in that first game. Not that he needs it in this one because they're winning so hard. It doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think he's doing well. It's not even like he's missing hooks. They're just starting fights in different ways now.
Right. Exactly.
Like they don't need it.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, a lot of it is Raptors they're trying to start fights onto Ocean, but it's just kind of not working out.
Right. You know? Oh, shucks. I never moved my chat. Crap.
Does Vash has Hex Flash, and he just used it in the mid lane there to try to catch on to these guys. I don't know what they thought was happening, but Mr. Neat actually looks like he's in trouble. The Urgot was on Alfaris, though, so Vash is going to slam down Mr. Neat. Liang now looking a bit of trouble. He's going to flash out. Shinhwa is thinking about coming around the back, but I don't really think he should be in there at all. I don't know what he's trying to do here. He's just fighting Rubber Band Man. Pogs is going to survive. Malphite actually hits Vash under turret, but the shield is just so strong. Phoenix is going to flash in there, but he's going to get caught in the cage. Shinhwa is going to pick up a kill there. That is a 2 for 1 in favor of Ocean, with Phoenix just barely dying there.
That's where I should.
Yeah, man, that set shield is a real.
It's so silly.
Real bastard. You really think you're going to get him?
Yeah.
Bam! There's shield for half his health.
Yeah.
Feels pretty bad. Now Worthy does looking for that hook. Oh, he hits a really big hook on the Pogs.
Oh, that was
no
sick.
hope of living from that one.
Yeah, that was a really good hook. Right as I say some stuff about how it hasn't been all him. He lands an absolute beaut right there.
Yeah, that was right at the edge of the hook range, I think. And they're looking to finish this. Rubber Band Man, Phoenix is just going to teleport in. They've got 5 members here. They've got no Malphite ult. Mr. Neat is going to try here, but the Equalizer is going to come down. Liang taking the red carpet walk on that. Rubber Man getting a fear onto both remaining members of Team Raptors. Dropping Alfaris. Shinhwa's burning. Going to get hooked up. And I think that might be all she wrote.
I do believe you are correct. I have no honest-to-God clue. Wait, did Urgot just kill the Echo there?
No, Blitzcrank pulled him.
Okay. Well, I know the Blitzcrank, but I thought, all right, maybe I just saw it wrong. I thought I saw it was like the Urgot getting the kill there.
No,
but I probably just saw it wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, actually, I mean, I guess Ocean doesn't really want to risk any sort of comeback here. They're just going to walk out.
Yeah, they're going to try to get
Bash with the happy feet.
Oh, man.
Use the shield to survive the Viger ult. Oh, but Ed Viger cannot get the return kill. Bash is just too powerful.
Malphite
ult comes down, gets the kill onto Rubber Band Man. Now they're trying to get a comeback, but Alfaris is so low, gets the Equalizer dropped on him again. Shinhwa is in there trying to do something. Liang can't quite finish the kill on Bash.
The Stormrazor from Jmu and the reset on the kill onto, I believe, Liang. Let Jmu get that extra jump. Get back into the action, as they say.
Yep.
And I believe that's going to be a wrap here for Ocean.
Yeah, now this is actually going to be the end of the game. I don't think Mr. Neat's pulling a miracle here. But he's going to try. Get him. Get him, Nautilus.
And there goes the Nexus. A really clean, I mean, honestly, a very clean 2-0 from Team Ocean Drake. Looking really strong here. Both the whole thing from the Blitzcrank to the Urgot, the whole roster is seeming to really click for this team here, this Team Ocean Drake lineup. It's exciting to see for sure.
Yeah, you can see it in the stats actually. Urgot Rumble and Tristana all having basically the same amount of damage. Just everyone contributing a lot to this match,
Yeah.
making it a success.
All right. I'm going to see if we can't pull in Teal Phoenix. Because everyone else on the team has been interviewed. So we're going to pull Phoenix in.
Cool.
I believe. I'm asking him if he can. He says sure. So give me a second. I will... Because I gotta transition us, and then we have to switch Discords. So...
Oh, good.
Take my... Okay. Okay. TL Phoenix. It's your boy, TL Phoenix. Alright. Now... Okay. Now I gotta transition so that you don't see me change... Because the cameras are just screen captured. So, okay. Now we gotta go into the Rec League Discord. Go into casters. Or, actually, he's going to go into general, and then I have to pull it in. Where is general? There, wait. Go into any other, yeah, there you go. Cool. Hi.
Sweet.
Okay, and now I'm going to pull in, where is Ocean Drew? What the heck? Okay, Phoenix Z, my guy, my main dude. And here we are. What's up, Phoenix?
What's up?
Oh man, that's a nice mic quality. I like that.
Is that sarcasm?
No. It
Nope.
actually sounds good. Like it sounds really
Hey,
good.
what's up?
Yeah, solid.
What's up, guys?
Well, hey, congratulations on the 2-0, man. That looked clean. I think both of those games were definitely under 30 minutes, but looked... I don't remember the first one, but the second one was under 25, so incredibly quick victories there.
Not gonna lie, we kind of put the pedal to the metal as hard as we could to keep up with the strength of victory time versus air for tiebreakers.
Nice.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, you guys looked really good. I thought the Rumble pick was really sick. Despite we looked up the matchup statistics, and it's Viger favored in that matchup, but I think it didn't really matter with how you were playing it. Your equalizers looked really sick. I guess tell us a little bit more about this pick. This is a high win rate pick in solo queue.
Rumble?
Is it just free?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I just picked up Rumble in mid lane 4 days ago.
All right. Cool.
I have 3 games on it played, 2 or more losses.
Cool.
But it's a champion that I played a lot in ARAM. I just love. Obviously, you guys know I've 5,000 games of ARAM. So I played a lot of those different champs, and that's just something I've learned how to correctly use the equalizer and the angles and everything like that over the years playing.
Sure.
So it's something I'm comfortable when we're hey, we need a team fighter in the mid lane that drops AoE damage so we can take these drags and stuff. I'm let's just play Rumble.
Yeah,
And,
I like it.
It's a fun champ to play. So, I don't know. I just kind of tried to hold my lane down as I've been doing all season. My bot lane and my top lane are sick.
Yeah.
And they make my life really, really easy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they had some
love
good
that.
showings there.
Yeah, so talk to us, I guess, about that Blitzcrank pick, because that sure seemed to work.
Yeah.
Worthy Dust has been begging for weeks now to get a game on the Blitzcrank in the Rec League. He's
That's
like,
awesome.
guys, all right, guys, but what if Blitz? We're no, shush. And then we're winning all the games. He's like, no, but what if actually Blitz there? Because we kind of see that sometimes they're a little aggressive with their warding when there's one person wandering by themselves.
Yeah,
our
right.
warding has been pretty good. So we're actually, yeah, let's try the Blitz here. Obviously, it worked out really well.
Yeah,
He's
that
awesome
first
at it.
game was fireworks from that Blitzcrank. That was awesome
Yeah,
to watch.
he's excellent at it. I mean, we didn't doubt him. It was just that we're we don't want to force Blitz in every comp just because you like Blitz.
Right.
But he's been 100% banned on Thresh, which is kind of his main champion.
Yep.
So I kind of like that we got some games done on Blitz to, get him back in the swing of hook champions, and especially to give us the kind of pick comp, which is something we've been practicing a little lately too, instead of just the smash our face in the 5v5 team fight comp
Sure.
with Galio, Jarvan, all that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So trying to try a couple new things here and keep pace at the top of the standings.
Dope. You got anything there, Golan? Or,
No, I think you asked all the stuff. I was mostly just wondering about the Rumble.
that was definitely the shit I was curious about. So,
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right.
I'm just sad Mr. Neat's not playing mid this week. I was looking forward to our our yearly smack each other's face.
Yeah, there was a lot of scrambling around positions for.
Right,
Yeah.
and they did a good job. I have to commend Raptors for putting together the roster they put together.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
always hard when you have to, sub in players like that, and
Definitely.
especially when you've been practicing with different players every week. So, good games to them.
Yep, definitely true. It can be a challenge, but hopefully they get back on track, and we'll see if they can pick up their first win next week. I don't totally know who they're playing against, but we might be able to look real quick. Boom. The website goes so fast now. It's like, okay, they're playing in Scuttle Crab, so yeah, I mean they could pick something up there for sure.
I mean, yeah, it only gets better the more you play with the roster you have, right? So
it does, yeah. Alrighty, well, thanks for joining.
thank you guys for a great cast.
Absolutely, GGs.
GGs.
This is Monday Night Rec League signing off.